So thanks to some brand new permit filings, we have some incredible new details for the ultra-immersive Star Wars hotel that's going to be coming to Walt Disney World, but we'll dive into all of that up next. Hi there Waltoneers, I'm Jack. This is of course DSNY Newscast back on its usual set and surroundings, but you know what, I'm going to be going back on out to Orlando more often next year, as I really did enjoy the new feel that it gave to the videos filming on location around Walt Disney World, so you got that to look forward to next year. But anyways, enough of that ramble, now let's get straight into it. So ever since Disney announced this first of its kind experience back at D23 Expo in 2017, the yet to be officially named Star Wars Hotel that is being built adjacent to Disney's Hollywood Studios has had many pieces of concept art released that showcase the type of ultra-immersive environment that you can expect when you stay at this resort. But in addition to this, in the past we've also had permits that have revealed the exact location and also the size of this resort. But now, thanks to CaliforniaCoasterKings.com, who first reported on these brand new permit filings, we've got some brand new details about the layout and experience that awaits you in this resort. As when you first arrive, you'll most likely have to valet your car, as we've discovered in previous plans that the car park for the resort is set to be further away from the hotel complex. Then because this is more of a Disney cruise line on land, you'll pass through the advanced security that you would find at any one of the Disney parks, with your luggage to go through X-ray machines as well. But recently, Disney have also revealed this piece of concept art which shows us what the entrance for this resort is going to look like, with it being a mix between nature and sci-fi, which is something that Star Wars has always been known for, as it mixes sci-fi fantasy with the real world. And so this entrance is no different, as it has a feeling of a rustic entrance to a spaceport launch pad. And before you think that Disney might have just leaked the name of this resort in plain sight, the Arabic text on the side of the building translates to the word enter instead of the name of the resort. But then we get to the more interesting stuff as part of this unique hotel experience. As first of all, you enter a pre-show room of some sort. That might be some sort of themed check-in process for this Earth-based spaceport. Then you will enter an elevator and a series of rooms that will simulate the transition from Earth on up to the Star Wars themed space station, where your 3 to 4 day adventure will begin. With this piece of live concept art illustrating the themed elevator experience that will be similar to how the technology works for the elevators that can be found at the Empire State Building or the Freedom Tower in New York City, for as of yet. But if I were to guess, it could be this piece of concept art here. But that is of course in no way confirmed. However, this overview here provides a much more interesting look at all of the different other rooms that will be available, such as the engineering room, the brig, the dojo, which might be similar to the Jedi Training Academy of some sort, and of course the table service restaurant dining area, right in the centre of this main floor. Now we also know from other previous permits that this hotel isn't going to be very tall, as it's expected to be only around 2 to 3 stories tall in total, as Disney are planning to hide the exterior of this hotel complex, most likely with the tree line of the surrounding area. Now in addition to all of this, we also have the permit that shows us the cabins as part of the Star Wars resort. And as you can see, it seems to be a fairly traditional layout, similar to that of a Disney Cruise Line ship, with the addition of a couple of first class cabins as well. But now, in my opinion, let's get to the most exciting part of all of these plans, as we can see that the transport hall here will have a type of airport tunnel gangway that will connect directly to the completely immersive transport shuttle service that will take you directly to the planet of Batuu, which is where Galaxy's Edge is meant to be located. Now as part of all of this, it will be really interesting to see just how Disney plan on using this shuttle service, as the artwork that has been released so far is obviously from a pre-rendered sequence from perhaps the preload area before you get onto the shuttle service. And then in a similar way, Disney will also need a preload area with a transport gangway over at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge as well to complete the immersive environment and feel of going back on up to the space station. However, despite knowing all of this about the Star Wars resort, we are still yet to receive more official details regarding pricing, the cabins, the adventures, and also how long each stay will be. But from what we've been hearing, it's expected that it's going to be priced toward the higher end of Disney Cruise Line, with an opening date of around 2021. But before we get into some more news for today, I just want to say a quick thanks to Mickey Travels for sponsoring this episode, as Mickey Travels are only one of a select few travel agencies in the entire world that have Disney's Platinum Earmark status. So if you're you're looking to book a Disney vacation, Mickey Travels will handle all aspects of your trip and do it all for free, as they never charge for their services. So to get your free quote today, visit mickeytravels.com in the description box or call them on the number below. Now, just because we're talking about the Star Wars resort and the hotel coming to Walt Disney World, that doesn't mean that's the only hotel news we've got for today, as it's been announced this week by the Oriental Land Company that a brand new Toy Story hotel will be coming to Tokyo Disney Resort by early 2022, with the hotel to be themed very similarly to that of the Shanghai Disneyland Toy Story Hotel, with guests shrinking down to the size of a toy, with all of the rooms to be inspired by Andy's iconic bedroom design. And that's not the only Toy Story news we've got, as we also have this stunning international teaser poster for Toy Story 4 that clearly shows a fairground over in the background, further highlighting the road trip adventure that the toys are expected to take in this sequel. And as if that's not enough, Tim Allen has also doubled down on the hype, as he stated in an interview on The Tonight Show that the ending for Toy Story 4 will be just as iconic in cinema history, in his opinion, as Gone with the Wind, as it packs a real emotional power punch to close this 25-year-old franchise. And then in other movie news, which you're probably already aware of by now, as it's been viewed 224.6 million times collectively across all of social media, that Jon Favreau's remake of The Lion King dropped its first teaser trailer last week, and it was chock full of 1990s nostalgia, as the trailer showed us all of the iconic shots from the Circle of Life opening sequence of the animated classic, but this time in ultra photorealistic CGI, that in my opinion has really been perfected by Disney to a fine art. Now sure, this movie is set to make billions when it's released next year, but I just hope that Favreau has also put his own unique take on this Disney animated classic, similar to what he did with the 2016 version of The Jungle Book, which was surprisingly much darker in tone than that of the 1967 classic. And lastly for today, Ralph Breaks the Internet, which was released over Thanksgiving weekend, has already soared to the second spot right behind Frozen in terms of the opening weekend box office for a Thanksgiving Day release, as Ralph Breaks the Internet made $84.6 million over the weekend and currently sits at $127 million worldwide. Now, after seeing Ralph Breaks the Internet, in my opinion, this movie will probably hold up much better than expected in terms of relevance over the years, mainly due to the fact that Disney focused more on the storytelling element than that of little pop culture references like we saw with the Emoji Movie, and a lot of the really big references were more tied to the culture of the Disney fandom, which is something which is sure to be more timeless than that of internet trends. But now, it's over to you, the Waltoniers. I would like to know if you could create another ultra-immersive Disney hotel like the Star Wars resort somewhere around the world on Disney property. What would it be themed to? And also, where would it be located in relevance to a Disney park, so therefore you would have exclusive access to that part of the land or that part of the Disney park? And how in the narrative would you get the guests from the hotel to the park? And of course, don't forget to put the timestamp for where the hidden Mickey appeared somewhere within this video, along with your suggestion or your comments to be in with a chance to win one of these official Waltonier DSNY Newscast enamel pins. And congratulations to this Waltonier here for winning this suggestion from a previous video where we were talking all about Epcot's upcoming replacement to Illuminations and also the temporary replacement that begins in 2019. And so that's it for today. So go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to this channel, hit that notification icon, and also download the DSNY Newscast app for the iPhone, as it's a great way to stay up to date with all of the latest Disney news. And if you've enjoyed today's video, give this video a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.